First was my mother-in-law. Now it's my manager.
Do you people want to kill me?
Daddy, it's not like that.
Who is your daddy?
I trust you guys know how to take out trash.
You seriously cannot be thinking about throwing me out of my father's house.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I will continue from where I stopped, talking about the season finale, episodes 11 and 12. This series ended in a very crazy manner. 1 minute you're happy, like throughout the show. Towards the end, you're just sad because a lot of things that would play out, you would not expect it. So yes, let's talk about it. From the previous episodes, after the phone call Aminu got to realize that, okay, his dad is still alive. He's very much still alive, so his dad isn't dead. So the family is just having a family meeting at the father's house. So everybody is there. Aminu, his mom, Tumini, his sister, as well as the family lawyer, and of course Patrick. So the family lawyer is just telling them that what Baba wished was that if anything was to happen to him, that Patrick would handle the family business. And of course, you know, Aminu's mom won't take that lightly. So she was just raining all sorts of, calling him a bastard as usual, that she can't let that happen. And obviously, the father is still alive. So everything the lawyer is saying doesn't make sense. So Aminu's mom was just disagreeing with everything that was being said and was like she would not allow Patrick to move into the house. Now told them to take out the trash and chase Patrick out of the house, you know, because she had to go to the hospital to see her husband. So Aminu picked up his phone, called them to, you know, come and chase Patrick away. Afterwards, what happened next was the whole Patrick and Jazmine scene. So she was just disturbing him. What did the will say? What did his father's will say, and all of that. And Patrick was telling her that they can't access the will, that the father's lawyer is very loyal, so he won't tell them anything about the will because the father is still very much alive. So Jazmine was just pestering him about them moving into the house. When are they going to move into the house? For them to, you know, take over the property, take over the business and all of that. So that was just what was happening because of everything that was going on with Aminu. So to me, being the event planner extraordinaire that she is, she now organizes a get-together, get-away thing for Aminu, where, you know, all his friends were there just to get him out of what was going on, his father's illness and the whole drama from Patrick. So she was just trying to do something nice for him. So she got the boys together and just all went away to just cool off and just chill. So as they were there now, you know, they were just chatting. He was now telling Kojo, because Kojo was also invited to the getaway. So he was now telling Kojo that he needs him to keep an eye on the father's business and just let him know what's going on, to be his inside guy and stuff. So Kojo was like, he doesn't know how that would be possible, that he's very sure Patrick wants to fire him. And as we were talking, you know, he got a message from Patrick telling him he has been relieved of his duties. So as they were also discussing, you know, Louis gets a phone call from his lawyer and there's now like an emergency court hearing. So he now has to leave to, you know, attend to the whole Tonya drama. Everybody was just there chatting, having a good time. So on the other end, we now have Lola. You know, she has started the whole IVF journey. So she has gone for consultation and Louis couldn't make it to the consultation again because of the whole 20-year drama. And the doctor was just talking to her that she should try and come with him for the next one because she can't do this herself. So Lola was very sad about the whole thing because initially they planned to go on the IVF journey together. Then we now have Lanre. You know, Lanre recovering from his heartbreak. Lanre is at work. He gets a phone call from Teni. So Teni is just telling him that she'll be going back to London for her treatment, and she just deemed it fit to inform him. And so Lanre was not asking her that, is it because of him? Is it because of what happened between them? And Teni was like, no, that is for her treatment. She feels it would be a good place for her to recover and get better health care. And all of that. So she was just Shasha informing him. So this means like they are officially done. So that ship has sunk. The end of Lanre and Teni's ship. After that phone call with Teni, he goes to the bar to, you know, get a drink, and he meets Tessa. So they are both having a conversation and she's trying to, you know, cheer him up with one of her stories, because she could notice that he was in a bad mood, he was down. So they're just talking about Syria was a guy that promised to get her a TV, but he hasn't. So indirectly, referring to Larry. So they're just having a laugh and just having a good time. Before Tayo now comes in, Tayo is giving Larry this eye like, what's going on? Larry is like, no, 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 we are just friends. We're just friends. She's just my friend, and all of that. So Tayo now tells Lanre about, the whole him walking in on Hadiza and Fumi. They're having a conversation, and Fumi was just telling them that they shouldn't worry that they have the contract. She just came to, give them this flash drive that this is the format in which their contract is supposed to be, and just guaranteeing Tayo that he would definitely get the contract. And Hadiza was, excited and all of that. So she was also thanking Tayo for helping her talk to Patrick because you're cool now. Lanre was on his case about, not talking to his friends, like when he's stuck, like when he's in a bind, why can't he just talk to his friends about it? And Tayo he was like, he could sort it out, he wanted to sort it out. And Lanre was like, okay, this is the best way you could sort it out. So we're just like telling him about the fact that you have friends and, you can confide in us when times are tough and stuff. But Tayo was like, no, no, it's fine now, everything is okay now, it's all sorted, business is good. Before the rest of the gang now walk in, that's Louis and Aminu. As they're all there at the lounge, everybody's still catching up on what's been up with them. Louis tells them about the whole thing with the court case. How Tonya's nanny, lied in court in favor of Tonya, and still supporting the whole allegation that Lola is abusive towards Ola. So he was just in a bind and he was just talking to his boys about it. And Aminu now also tells them what's been going on with the whole Patrick thing. And they're now like trying to join heads and find solutions for not only Aminu but for also Louis. Yeah, so that's by the way. Then we now have the whole thing with Lanre's mom. So has finally decided to go home. She's a drama queen, so she now comes out with her sad face and her box, and Lanre is like, what's going on? And his sister was like, mom is leaving, she's going back. And the mother was like, then why won't I go back? That I have a son that he has not been talking to me for days now. Why won't I just go back home since I'm destroying his life? And all of that with this sad puppy face. And Larry was just trying to tell her that, oh, you would have told me before now, so I would have arranged. She was like, no, I don't need anything from you. I don't want your help. This. Larry now sent her some money now. Okay, you can use this for the meantime and all of that. She was like, I don't want your money, please. And she was just giving this victim behavior, and the sister was just casually Larry to just sort things out with her, and he apologized and he hugged and everything was fine. So that's smiling and she was calm now because everything is back to normal. Her son is back on talking terms with her. She was saying that hope I'm sure not returning the money. Like she's actually back to her normal self. But that's by the way. Then also we don't have the whole thing with Lola being unhappy about how Louis hasn't been there for her throughout the whole IVF process. So she was just talking to him about it, and he was promising her that it won't happen again, that she should take his word for it, that he will be there for her and everything for her next appointment. So they just made up as usual. They are very good with their communication. So once they talk things out, everything is cool and is sorted. So yeah. And after making a promise now, Louis was trying his best to, not miss the next appointment, just for his lawyer to come in and start telling him what Tonya has been doing about the court case, how they need to pull string. Tonya is doing this one, doing that one, and all of a sudden the court has called for another hearing, so he had to go for that. And in the process of going for that, he now misses another IVF appointment. Lola gets to the hospital, she's very, very upset, and the doctor is like, yet again, your husband has missed another appointment. So she's just sad about the whole thing, and she's just trying to talk to the doctor, like, is it possible for her to just go on with the process without him? She can just be a single parent. And the doctor was just advising her that this is a very tedious journey, like you need a support system, and I won't advise you to do this on your own. So she just go back home, think on it, and she can definitely get back. The doctor was always available to her, so she doesn't want her to rush into this thing alone. So I was very upset about the whole thing. Then we now have like what's been going on with Aminu and his dad being in the hospital now. So Aminu's mom's at the hospital with the dad, and she's just praying, and Aminu comes in, she's talking to him like, how is he doing? And she was like, we're hoping for the best. And in the process, they have a conversation, and the mom is just convincing him to merge so they can try and get rid of Patrick and let everything be back to normal, because she knows his dad is going to wake up soon and she please merge. So Aminu finally agrees to the merge. As they are there, Tumi walks in and she just comes to support and just be there for the family as well. And Aminu really appreciates that, as well as Aminu's mom. Aminu's mom is another character on her own. She just told Aminu to, get up, let Tumi sit next to her and all of that, which was really cute to see, because you can now tell that Aminu's mom is warming up to me. Next up, we have Lanre and Tessa. So Lanre is trying to shoot his shots with Tessa. So he comes to meet her at the club and he's like, okay, we can finally go get your TV, then I can come help you install it at your house. And Tessa, knowing fully well what's going on with Larry, and she's like, she doesn't want to be a rebound chick and they can just be friends. Like, she obviously really likes him, but she doesn't want to get hurt because, Larry is just getting over his breakup and she just doesn't want to be in the middle of all of that, so they should just simply be friends. And if he really wants to help her get the TV, like he mentioned, he could just transfer the money to her. And okay, Larry was cool with them just being friends and he sent her the money for the TV. Next up, we have Tiara and her dad. So Tiara and her dad are at the restaurant, so they are just chatting because Tiara wants to introduce her dad to her new boyfriend. So the dad is really, really happy and excited to meet this guy. And he's like, if you love him, then I would obviously love him too. And as they are there, eating and talking, Tayo walks in. As Tayo walks in, Tiara's dad is like, Tiara, hide, hide, hide. Ben, Tayo is here. And Tiara's like, no, no, dad, why? And, he's trying to, protect his daughter and doesn't want her to be in a situation she's uncomfortable with. And Tayo walks up to them and he greets them and everybody is just calm. Long story short, Tiara introduces Tayo to her dad as the boyfriend he's yet to meet, and the dad is not happy with the whole thing because of how the relationship affected Tiara and had the whole relapsing and everything was just a lot. So the relationship was a no-no for him. After the whole hearing at the courts, Louis, goes to Tonya and she just wants to know like what exactly is going on, what is all this about, and like is she not tired, like everything. So Tonya just finally just spills everything and she's like she wants him to lose everything, she wants him to lose his family like she did. And she was just going on and how like her dad sent her out of the house because of the baby, and this one, like everything she was saying was just new to Louis. And in the process of their whole back and forth, the nanny rushes down with Ola and like she doesn't know what's wrong with her. She has a fever, this. And everybody, rushes to the hospital. And I think that's where episode 11 ends. Episode 12 now, the boys are back at the club. So first two people to be there, Aminu and Louise as usual. So Aminu is just asking like, Louise, how is the baby? How is she doing now? And all of that. So Louise is telling him, oh, she's fine, like it was just an allergic reaction. And can you imagine her own mother didn't know she was allergic to nuts? And the person that even discovered that Ola was allergic to nuts was Lola, and how he was going to use that as evidence in court. So Lola is obviously worried because she has been unable to reach Louis all day and he didn't meet up at the appointment. So she's just with her mom talking about it when Louis walks in, and she was just like, where have you been? I've been trying to reach you. And he just goes, oh, I was at Tonya's. And the moment Tonya's name came out of Louis's mouth, Lola lost it. She just went off. She was like, what is it now? One thing or the other, Tonya. Like, I know, like, I'm not important to you anymore. I'm like the fifth on your priority list. What happened now? Is it that Ola couldn't eat, or Ola's body was scratching her, or is it that her nose is upside down now, or her shadow is itching her, or like what exactly? She was just saying some ridiculous things because obviously she was really upset. And she was just going like, we agreed like this IVF thing, we'll do it together, but you're just leaving me, my barren self, you just handle it all alone. And she was just really hurt and she was just saying a lot of things. And she just sat down angry. Then Louis was just apologizing to her that no. Ola had an allergic reaction, so he had to rush her to the hospital. and he was just honestly apologizing, and that was why he couldn't meet for the appointment, but he would try his best not to disappoint her anymore. Just apologize, and Lola felt really, really bad. No, she was just crying, and she was just crying about it, that she didn't know. And Louis was just saying, no, no, that's not your fault. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, I actually haven't been there for you. And they just settled, and Tenny was just like, he's really nice to see like how you're ready to apologize sincerely when you've done something wrong and everything sha. Tenny leaves them alone now. As they were there, Louis, being the unserious guy he is, he now tells Lola that, do you know what is actually bothering me? Lola is like, what? It's like, what's bothering him right now? In fact, that they just had a big fight and they can't have any makeup sex. That life is just full of unfortunate events. Can you imagine this man? Like, this is what is on his mind right now. So, them being the best and craziest couple in the world, started kissing and, do what they do best. Back to the club, sorry. Tayo and Lanre join in, and, Tessa comes to give them a drink, and Lanre is giving her this, and everybody is just looking at him like, and Louis asks him, you in suits, are you sleeping with my manager? And Larry's like, no, 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 we're just friends. And maybe things will progress from being friends to something more and all of that. So I just start chatting as usual. Aminu tells them what's been going on with him and, the whole Patrick saga. And Aminu is telling them like he has things sorted, like he has a trap, he has something he's planning for Patrick. Based on if having a business conversation, when Sunday, one of the people that works for him comes in and he tells him that Jazmine's mom wants like a large amount of money to be transferred to her account so she can be able to pay for certain projects. And Aminu was like, okay, she should go ahead, he should allow the finance officer give her the money. And Sunday's like, sir, are you sure? And all of that. And he was like, yes. And Tayo also agrees with Sunday, like, is it right to actually give this woman this huge amount of money? You don't know what exactly they'll be doing if they don't even disappear with everything. And I'm just like, don't worry, I am Aminu. I will find them, like being the Aminu Garba that we do. So everybody is just talking. Louis is now telling Larry that, what is it like? Are you a plague? Like, first off, it was my mother-in-law. Now you are having something to do with my manager. Like, what is it? Louis was like, Sharon near my mother. And Lanre went, your mother that's ugly. And everybody just starts going crazy. They just have a laugh and just, continue with their normal chit chat and stuff. With the whole Tiara and Tayo's situation, Tayo goes back to, Tiara's dad's office to just talk to him and plead with him that he actually truly loves his daughter and he would make her the happiest woman possible, and he would not put her through what he put her through the last time. And he was just trying to convince her dad, and he agreed. So he was okay with them dating, and he was okay with also him coming in the future to ask for her hand in marriage. So everything is cool with the both of them. So they're all lovey-dovey. Their ship is sailing smoothly. Also, Tonya comes to meet Louis and she gives him the divorce paper, like she has signed everything and she's just apologizing for everything and saying thank you for Louis being there when Ola had the allergic scare, and she just apologizing, and they're just Louis is just telling her it's okay, like he's fine, like he's actually going to be there for her, like regardless whether her parents are supporting her or not, that he would definitely always be in her corner, and that they should just focus on being the best parent for their daughter, and everything was just calm. Like, it was nice to see that Tonya was able to let go of her bitterness, let go of her hate, because it was really, really weighing on her and it was really affecting her relationship with her daughter. And it wasn't making her progress, honestly, because she was stuck meanwhile everybody else was living their life. So it was nice to see that, okay, she's actually letting go of this burden. On the other end, Aminu's dad is obviously getting better because the doctor said his vitals are good and that he's a strong man. So everything, all they're just waiting for is for him to just wake up. So on that end, Aminu's dad is good. Everything is nice there. Etienne is going back to London a day after Louis and Lola's anniversary show. So Louis is like, he's going to arrange rides to take her to the airport, and Lola was like, okay. Lola was like saying she would also go with her to the airport. So they're just talking about it and talking about what they'll be wearing to the beach part. So now time for the beach party. So the beach party, everybody is just there having fun. The boys are there, the girls are there. Kojo is also there. So everybody is just, and Tessa was also invited, so she's also there. They're just taking pictures, having a good time. And Larry is still in his stalking phase or trying to get to know Tessa and just having a conversation with her basically. She just continuing where he left off. Everybody is just chilling, just having a good time. Everybody's just happy. Then Lola gives a very loving speech to Louis, and after that, everybody goes their separate ways. So Louis and Lola go home to exchange gifts. Where Louis went out of the room to get his gifts, and Lola went to change into her own gifts. So these two people, they can't keep their hands off each other, and they were just continuing on in their lovey-dovey shenanigans as usual. Then we now also have Aminu and Tumini. They were just being all cute also on their own end. And then we now have Lanre and Tessa. So he walks her to her house, and there they have a conversation, and finally they share a kiss. So we'll see about that ship. We'll see where it would go. So everybody is happy. Now Aminu now proposes to me. We all know how Tumi is. She's a very private person, so Aminu had to make the proposal private, so he did it at home, and we were just telling her, like, giving her the whole proposal speech and telling her that he has gotten her mom's permission and all of that. So we're just waiting for Tumi to say yes. Fingers crossed she says yes. So we'll have to see what happens in the next season, because this Tumi girl will not give us headache. Tayo now loses his contract. The contract Fumi guaranteed him that he had got. He loses it, and he didn't understand how or why. So he calls Tunde to know what's going on. Tunde tells him to meet up. And in that happening, Hadiza get a phone call about her boyfriend, the imaginary one we always hear about. So he's actually going to make an appearance. So we're going to finally see Hadiza's boyfriend. Thank goodness. Now, so Tayo goes to meet Tunde to know what exactly is going on, and Tunde is like telling him that this punishment you get for sleeping with Fumi. Tunde was like, I know this was your payback for what happened. And I'm like, what's going on here? And Tayo was also confused and was like, he was not saying that this is his revenge, this is what he's going to get, this is how he will pay him back, that now his company is in debt, this one down. And mind you, this Tunde guy is the person that slept with his own brother's wife, fathered a child with her, and he's now having the audacity to come and be saying all this rubbish, believing his lying girlfriend over his brother. Like, obviously, Tayo was unaware of the fact that Fumi was in a relationship with Tunde, and this whole rubbish thing that he's doing, he's just a foolish guy. What kind of thing is that? And now he's just playing with somebody's business. Like, you don't play with people's business like that. And him and Fumi are back together. And if he ever sees Tayo near Fumi again, this one down now. Did Tayo tell you he even wants Fumi? Like, everything was really annoying. Then we now have the one that broke the camel's back. Lola left Louis. She didn't leave him like over the phone or in person. She left him via text message. She was writing messages saying that she loves him and she has to go with her mom to London, this one, that one, and that she's doing it because of him. And mind you, this is what happened. This is like her reason for leaving. So at the beach party, Aminu and Louis were, having a conversation, just catching up about the whole IVF thing. And Louis was telling Aminu that he doesn't want to deal with the whole IVF thing right now. He just wants them to just enjoy their week and they can talk about it next week. So he just wants them to be in a good place. Everything should just be going smoothly. And he's also adapting to what's going on between the both of them. And he's not in a rush. He's not trying to pressure her. He just wants her to heal and take care of her body. He doesn't want to put her body through so much stress. Talking about the fact that, he was an only child and he didn't want that for Olachi, and yet he had always wanted a big family, but he's okay. He feels like Olachi would make him happy, like he's satisfied, he's content with what he has and all of that. So he was just talking to Aminu about it, and Lola overhears bits of the conversation. She overhears bits of, I wanted a big family and I wanted Olachi to have siblings and this one, that one. So she now feels like she's depriving Louis of something he wants. And yes, it's understandable. Like, we get where you're coming from and also get where Louis is coming from. But you should have listened to the whole conversation. But no, they never listen to the full conversation. They always take bits and bits of the conversation and just run with it. So now she has left. I feel like they should just have a conversation, like as they usually do. They should just communicate. But I think she feels like she is unable to give Louis something he wants, desperately wants. But they can have a conversation, they can come to an understanding, because these two people are crazy about each other. And the fact that she just disappeared, Louis should either go to the airport and get her back, or he should go to London and just try and talk things out and just, you should not give up, Sha. You should not give up. So hopefully in season 5 they are back together. These are the two people that we're rooting for, and we're just hoping that things will just work out for them. Like, after the whole Tonya drama is over, and Lola just wants to leave. No, like, that's everything that happened in a nutshell. Yes. So the Men's Club season 4, the new chapter is amazing. Like, storyline, the act, the casting, to the crew, to the directors, to the producers, everybody delivered on this one. Like, it was so crazy how we started this episodes, happy, smiley, and just being excited for everybody just getting what they want. And from, like, we just went from high to lows. I forgot to mention, like, Patrick thing has been handled, because remember the trap Aminu set earlier for him with the whole Jazmine's mom thing. So apparently Jazmine's mom left, like, she disappeared with 100 million naira. Yes, she disappeared with it. And obviously Aminu is definitely going to use that to deal with Patrick, because he's the one that signed off on it. But yeah, we can't wait to see what will become of Patrick, in season 5. And this whole Louis Lola thing is just stressing me out. Like, they should just talk things out and get back on track. So, like, it happens, like, life happens, but we move. Like, they've been through so much more. They can't just let this get in their way. And also, it was really nice to see how Tonye has let go of the hurt. She has let go of the pain, and she has let go of her bitterness, and she's trying to move on with her life. Like, prior to resolving the issue, she was just stuck while everybody else was progressing. She was so unhappy. But I'm so glad, like, this season ended on the note with her being at peace and trying to be a better mom for her daughter. In this Tessa and Lanre's relationship, like, I'm very curious to see how everything will play out. So I just hope it's not a case of rebound. But yeah, and it's really, really nice for Lanre's mom, if the relationship actually works out, for, has had to be happy about the fact that her son is finally dating someone that is not in her age grade. So yeah. And on the other end, the thing about Tessa's nails, we really don't like that. It's very, very tacky. So hopefully we don't get to see those ridiculously long nails in season 5, please. Tayo and Tiara, at least these are the only people that made us happy, like, they are finally back on track. Things are good between them. Like, everything is happy, happy, happy. Their ship is just sailing. Then with the whole Tunde, his brother, being a big fool, like, how would he be doing his brother dirty over a girl? Like, somebody that's actually even lying to you. Like, no, the karma that is coming from him and that Fumi, like, I can't even wait to see what will happen between two of them, because it's very evil of them. They're messing with somebody's business, like, put him in debt because of what? 'Cause, like, your girl was the one that owed you something. You guess she was the one that was supposed to be faithful to you. Your brother wasn't even in the picture. Your brother did not even know anything about it. But no, you don't want to hear his side of the story. You're just being so vindictive. Whereas you are the one that had, nah, no, this Tunde guy, very shameless, very, very shameless. The audacity of this guy opening his mouth to tell his brother, if you come near for me. We're glad that Aminu's dad is alive. He's all just waiting for him to open his eyes and stand up and see the rubbish Patrick has been doing. You get, like, let him just wake up and let all this thing end. And also, sitting at the edge of our seats, we want to know, please, did Auntie Tumi say yes to the proposal? Let her not shame us, because this back and forth thing with Aminu is getting too much. So hopefully she did the right thing. Hopefully her head was screwed on right and she said yes. Yes, so at least in season 5 we'll be planning a wedding. So that's what we're looking forward to. So yeah, like the men's club is insane. Like you should watch it if you haven't watched it. Like season 1 to 3 is on YouTube. So TMC, check it on YouTube, Red TV, you see it there. And season 4 is currently on Prime Video. So I've done videos on episodes 1 now to episodes 12. So I'll link them for you to watch. Like, share, and subscribe the men's club. Comment your favorite character, comment your most annoying character. Right now my worst character is Tunde and Fumi, like the both of them combined, they are my worst characters. Our actors would be pair of Louis and Lola, but they're just playing with my emotions right now. They're just doing a lot, but hopefully everything gets sorted, and we pray and hope that the next season doesn't take another 3 years, because please, this cliffhanger is too much. The suspense, the way you guys ended it, we can't take it to a beg. So yeah, we'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye. Now, after making the promise, after making the promise.